So I have a piece of music playing on in the background. It's a Duke meditation, the Armenian flute. I first got access to this piece of music when I was on my hunger strike. And the picture I labeled to it was of the black dragon with the stars on fire, and it immediately is like Lucifer and to the portal to the realms of hell. So it's probably one of the saddest, most horrifyingly beautiful piece of music. Be careful where it takes you. Please know you have friends and guides, things that I only had dragons to help me with. And, as much work as we've done on the Clipith, it's not complete. I can still feel Star's demons that she refuses to fix. Though I'm seeing a hint of people trying to rehabilitate. So it's a journey. That's a shit fucking answer. That's an excuse. I had to take Star's torture artist genome off in the bottom of the Clipith. It's gross. And mine might be on, but it's like triggered with angel light. So if I'm torturing people, it's for like torture artist. This is something you're gonna have to figure out. Torture artist. Oh look, that one's already off. So it's that, Not a master. At all. We will be going through the identification of demons because of the firebombing in the Clipith. It has released a huge gateway for me to start revealing and identifying the specific demons so that we can start battling them. They might not be hanging out in the Clipith, but they might be in the lower astral realms on top of the planet, so we need to clear that out too. As you begin to build awareness and identification with all the demons, you're going to see it within yourself, but it's weird. It's not really within yourself, but it is. And that's another, that mixture, blurred line, that's another type of demon. Started going through these and writing them down in the Lucifer book. How appropriate. We started off by asking to identify all demons with ease, grace, dignity, intelligence, practicality. Okay. And within about 30 minutes, 40 minutes, I went through an entire download to see and hear angels coming in, people coming in, teachers coming in on all the different types of demons. This is just the beginning. We will have a On Demons Part 2 as I get a new download. And we may even I kind of want to cover all of it in this. The first demon I want to cover is like, I want to call them the quick demons. They have almost no moral compass. I mean, demons don't have moral compasses, but they have no strategy or agenda other than a train of thought, but just to do something. So that quick demon, I like, looks like Ko, the face stealer, but it's more like Ko, the knife raper. So they'll just, it's a millipede demon. This is one of this type of demon, but they operate so quickly, you didn't even realize that it happened. So it goes, and then disappears. Quick demon. And it's sincerely insane. I don't want to get emotionally lustful right now. Like that that energy was gross. It has only the agenda to stab. That's it. It's not trying to humiliate. It's not trying to have fun. All it is this baseline train of thought. That's it. Like the consciousness of a millipede. I don't even know if a millipede has that awful of a consciousness. We'll see. All right, so that's the first type. I will write these down on a list, but the next is the clown demon. This is why people are terrified of clowns. Once you get to the bottom of the clipeth, the millipede demon, or the quick demons are there, but so are the clowns. People like Elijah Wood and the Dalai Lama, they operate with these clown demons intensely. Their entire life is built off of a system of irreverence and laughing something fucking horrible off. As if you didn't go through it. It's psychotic. So it's like raping somebody and then laughing. Just to make you feel better about it. But it's to make them feel better about it. So it's kind of like you got screwed and taken. You got slaughtered. Something was completely stolen from you that was sacred. And they laugh it off and rationalize it. They also it's also somebody who might just come up and stab you. Like a psycho. And laugh. It's not that bad because he's laughing. It's funny. This is fun games. So that's the energy at the bottom of the clipeth. There is zero soul. Zero. Star has a bit of this. It's where they take horrifying events and make them not so serious so they can deal with them. So they don't have to deal with them. The I didn't know demon. So they behave this way in the underworld and in the astral planes. or they attack you, or they psychically stalk you, or they attack you, or they cyclically stalk you, or they're cutting down a tree, or, you know, they're killing thousands of animals and then they're rationalizing it because they're doing magic, you know? And then they say, when they're confronted, well, I didn't know. I'm sorry, but that's not how consciousness works. Those actions were choices. And those choices came with intuitive hints to not do those actions. And why? And instead, they chose to do those actions and perform it anyway. You always know. You always know. People will, the intelligent people, will do the math before creating an action or an intention or an energy burst. They'll do the math. And then I'll go, I'll take the consequences of that psycho thought I just threw their way. Because that thought, based with emotional energy, especially when you have all the energy back from the Klipith, you know? No. Once you hit out of Hode, there's no excuse. There's no excuse in Hode. That's why you're in a prison in Hode. Just the thought is a crime, is a spell. So when you get angry and you go, murder! That's a psycho attack on somebody, especially when they're not a murderer. I didn't know. Also, they use it as a wall. And they do this conveniently, like angels and God hasn't been, or teachers haven't been trying to like knock them into teaching them over and over again. I didn't know. Now, if you're a victim and you're like, I don't know, I didn't know they were gonna psycho punch me. Like, you kinda knew, but you didn't know how to, like, prevent it. That's something else. That's you being a demon on yourself. That exists too, you know? But it's way worse to be a demon on another person. I want to pair this with the Muggle demon. Oh, because I'm a Muggle, I'm not held to the same standards in divine consciousness as a master, because I'm a Muggle. So it's convenient that I keep and stay a Muggle, because that allows me to have a car and cut down trees and decide to build karma. I'm entitled to do it because I'm a Muggle. So stay dumb, because then I can get away with everything. Stay disempowered, then nobody can blame me. Stay disempowered, then I'm not responsible for anything. Then I'm not responsible for my thoughts, my feelings, my actions, my intentions, the things I say, the things I do. Who cares? I'm just a Muggle. I have a list of these. It's a long list. So I'm gonna talk the practicality demon. This is like entitling you to cut down a tree because it's practical. Kind of pairs with the muggle demon, you know? Entitles you to get a job and pay your bills instead of go free willy. Because the first one's practical and the second one's divine. That's kind of how you know you're still stuck in Hode. One of the virtues of Hode is practicality and pragmatism, but there's the demon component to it. Nothing about being a witch or a wizard or developing any sense of self-mastery, discipline, or enlightenment is going to be practical. None. Now, how you balance it through the day, how you find a sense of stability, reason, that kind of sense. Like, how do I get through my list practically? Okay, so that's the practicality demon. The next one sucks. The God demon. This is where you'll like, especially if you're a witch or a psychic, you'll receive guidance from up in the sky, and it will be God. But it sounds like a demon. That's because it is. So you can always take that God wisdom, okay? Always. But it has to be in alignment also with at least 50 dragons, me, your higher self, and then somebody like opposite to me, Mother Andromeda, Mother Earth, galactic consciousnesses, intergalactic consciousnesses. So you have to include all of these things: the plant kingdom, the animal kingdom. So now you understand a little more what God is. And then you have to include all the ascended masters. I don't even like calling them that. Include Krishna, Kali, all the incarnations. Okay, so that's God. Not the fucking demon. And then you also have to include the entire tree of life. All the virtues and vices on the tree. And the entire system behind it. That prevents the demon. Even then, there's like ick that will come through. You'll also have to include all the archangels. So it'd be like all the Kamaels, all the Mikaels, all the Haniels, all the Raphaels coming together, and then more, and agreeing on everything. So for me, like as a shortcut, asking me, and then asking male Archangel Kamael, asking a few of the dragons, and Mother Andromeda, and Mother Earth, and then also consulting the Tree of Life. Like, that's like God. So this is why Lucifer says like fake God. Because he's pointing out the God demons. Next we have the religion demon. This is really gross, and the Dalai Lama likes to run this one a lot. Because his religion sanctions specific lights of consciousness that undermines female integrity and empowerment, that's the way it is. Because that's the way it is in his religion. And he is a part of a unity consciousness grid and has no right to hold those frequencies. Therefore, just by him enabling those frequencies to exist on the planet, just by him allowing to it hold those frequencies on the planet, he is against the law. So this is like Satanists thinking they're allowed to knife rape people to death under the guise of their religion. This is female mutilation of the genitalia. This is creating wars all over the planet. This is also secret societies that have done really awful things throughout history. You will find the religion demon everywhere. It's even in the Mayan lineage. It's also to get into Tiferet, you're actually going to have to be nailed to a cross, like Jesus, and tortured to death. I'm trying to heal that component through this Kabbalah class. It's part of the reason why I refuse to do the kids program until I've healed some of these demons. I don't want that consciousness cycling through children. So some people might say, oh, but it'd be practical. We can just heal them later. That's the practicality demon. Keep going. We can heal the kids later. I want to talk about the clown demon a little bit more. It's the gross irreverence. So there's this component of Gebura which the clown demon believes it operates under. And it's not Gebura. Gebura is to create life, not evil. It creates the opposite of evil. And it's above reverence. The clown demon will stab you and then laugh, ha 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 ha! Or, it's not funny. And it makes fun of really horrific situations in gross irreverence. If you're going to grit up the Klippeth, true love and reverence are really, really clear grids. That dragon fire, dragon wisdom, high levels of intelligence. I do it seraphim wisdom, high levels of intelligence, Hashmalim intelligence, etc., etc. The I don't know demon is really gross because all the information is out there. All of it. Probably for free. So if people don't know, it's because they're choosing not to know. the karma trap demon. I also like to refer to this as the eye for the eye demon. So there's something in the mirror prism. It's like if you cut down a tree, you should get cut down. You see the karma trap? See how there's no forward movement other than you getting cut down? So that's a demon. There needs to be stepping stones on how to get out of it or heal it, or how to reverse the damage. So any single time I see the karma trap, I'm gonna, one, I do the octopus heart thing. One of the hearts, the octopus hearts. And then two, it's like Harry going up to see Dumbledore. Going up through the phoenix or the griffin staircase and get out of the karma trap demon. Yeah, how do you counteract the clown demon? That might be the part 2. We'll go through all of these demons and we'll cover on like how to deal with them. And maybe that might be better because you'll have a chance to like see them for yourself and like witness them. We have the be a woman demon. Okay, so this kind of goes with that religion demon. So this is like, I have to be female mutilated. I have to have my clitoris cut out of me as my becoming a woman. Because if I don't get cut, that I'm not a woman. I can only just be a girl. And the reason about the woman energy and why it exists is because it's the entrance to the realms of hell and the dark femme. So if you mutilate somebody's vagina, they enter the dark femme pretty fast. It elevates their consciousness through the higher chakras. And so they become a woman instead of a naive little girl. So the way out of that one is cut the skull energy up to enable the dark femme to come through. And we're going to do a lot of that work in Ravenclaw. And so Irene Adler will help with that. But that way you can bypass through the dark realms without having to take cuts as initiations. Then we have the be a man demon. So the way I've seen this manifest is committing acts of violent crimes. And that's what makes them a man. The unforgiving Denum. I'm hearing the download genome. So these demons might be genomes to turn on and off. That might be how we deal with them also. Oh, that's right. I would turn off Elijah's clown demon genome. And that's my first way to deal with it. And then I do angelite locks on the wings. So then I go, not clown. And I do it all the way to the bottom of hell or to the bottom of the underworld and all the way up as much as I can see. So I go up to his head and then I see how much DNA I can switch off above his head. And then I put the angelite locks. The angelite locks prevent demon consciousness from reversing your genome switches. That the only people that can then touch it are angels. So we have the unforgiving demon. I'm drawing a blank here. Oh, that. It's like you guys punishing me because I drew a blank. And so now it allows you to stab me in the astral planes with your anger. Because there's no forgiveness. Because I can't even speak. Unforgiving demon. I should turn my unforgiving genome off. Now, there's something in my position with doing Archangel Kamaya work. You're not supposed to be forgiving. It's this brick. But there are components of it that you like need to be forgiving. And very often, you're never going to be forgiving to yourself. Because if you make one wrong move and a kid gets shot because you fucked up, you're not allowed to forgive yourself. And that's, at that point, I don't see that as a demon. I see that as a responsibility. The demon comes in is if 50 more kids get shot because then I didn't forgive myself and figure out a better solution. The forgiveness, the really big forgiveness is, for me, where I walk into traps on this planet, get slaughtered, and then I can't forgive myself for being so naive. At that point, it's a demon. Tough love Crucio. Demon. All right. There are two ways to view tough love. Tough it out. All right. When you need to get people out of a shitstorm, you show them tough love, and that's an act of compassion to get their strength and fire running to get out of the shitstorm. That's an angel. Tough love demon is looking at a homeless person and spitting on him or walking away because it's just their karma. That's the tough love demon. The whole world is doing this. This is why it took me so long to build an anti-cruelty grid on this planet for Gryffindor. And at the same breath, I have to listen to people telling me I'm just a fucking Slytherin. None of those people know anything about non-cruelty. None of those people know anything about anything. And they spend their time arguing with me instead of helping. So that's another new demon. That's the argument demon. They could be spending that time turning on their Gryffindor Nexa genomes. They could be spending that time giving money to homeless people. They could be spending that time picking up litter and saying prayers of gratitude. They could be spending time studying Kabbalah. They could be spending time doing anything of value, and they'd rather look at my picture and a few of my posts and shake their head and call me a fucking Slytherin. While little children are being raped, and I'm working on the anti-sexual mutilation grid on the planet. And I'm thinking and wondering to myself, why does that person deserve any oxygen on this planet? The punishment demon. Star's very good at this, especially in the astral plane. If I don't do what they want, they punish me. Because they're seeking to control. And not from a space of mastery or intelligence or enlightenment in any capacity. The Slytherins are fantastic at punishment. The punishment should be only held at Dumbledore or higher. So So you'd have to pass a Gryffindor Nexa to even have the authority to divulge punishment to anyone. You'd have to be a master of justice. Oh. This. It pairs with the eggshells demon. Now this is when I said Black lives don't matter. Masters matter. And I was attacked and raped and knife raped and shot. After I starved to death on a beach for whales. After 45,000 hours of shaman training. And my life didn't matter at all. For whales. And some fucking black people think they matter. And I don't. And then they have the right to knife rape me because of it? Oh, but I'm not allowed to say Black lives don't matter. So I have to live in an eggshell demon trap. Fucking gross. It doesn't matter if I'm the fucking Christ. Apparently, I'm supposed to support every single whim and thought and desire that they could ever imagine. Every single one. It doesn't matter if I was left to starve to death on a beach. It doesn't matter if I'm poor and homeless. It doesn't matter if I've been tortured to death for the last decade like a sex slave. It doesn't matter. They want what they want, so they'll stab me because I'm not agreeing with their fucking fallacies that they have any right to be on this planet at all. Much less any other human. So I have to live in an eggshell demon trap. I'm not allowed to speak truth. They'll just knife rape me. Which proves my point to begin with. When I see black angels on this planet, real ones, I'll let anybody know. The first black person to pass the Hufflepuff Nexa, man, probably will be Freeman. We'll see. I don't know. That person will matter. The rest of them are just demons. Maybe my half-black kid. That doesn't count though, does it? Oh, and then I'm forced to listen to people calling me a racist. And if I don't have to listen to them, they want to stab me. I also am diagnosed with bipolar schizophrenia. You want to call a bipolar schizophrenic a racist? You want to knife rape a bipolar schizophrenic with your anger for saying Black lives don't matter? Really? Do you have any humanity? Any? Zero? Prove my point. Go starve to death on a beach for whales and then tell me how much your life matters. I say the same thing to every white person, too. The enlightened hypocrite demon. This is one that the Dalai Lama just came in and showed me. Where he points to my heart and says, I have no heart. That I don't. Because my heart is in my root chakra. Because I'm actually doing God's real work on the planet. So somebody who sits in their heart chakra all day long in fantasy land without any root chakra is allowed to somehow think that I am the bad guy and my words don't matter because they are more enlightened because they're in their heart chakra. I'm sorry, I am a divine femme master. You know how easy it is for me to go into my heart chakra and sit there all day long? Nothing will get done, though, on this planet. Nothing. And so all the little kids that I could have protected because I didn't go into my root chakra will get raped to death instead. The next demon is drama versus the hurting angel. Okay. There's a component inside your body that is the hurting angel. It's a wound. And it's going, I don't know if I can fix this. And it rots for a decade. And then some enlightened, stupid fucking spiritualist comes along and goes, that's just drama. No, that enlightened healer, that was drama. The hurting angel is a sign. It's a bridge to truth. The drama is the chaos surrounding the need of the hurting angel. It doesn't even listen to it. It just reduces what it has to say and says, it's just, oh, how dramatic. Brooke Still is amazing at this. She also is amazing at the clown energy. When I go, ew, that's the most reverent disgust that I can do. It shows a clear indication of everything being wrong. Maybe not everything. Maybe not me. Maybe not the disgust. The hurting angel, when you take care of it, will heal the planet. When you listen to it, it will teach you wisdom. It might heal a soul. It's where you find, where you find yourself instead of being lost. This one's the worst. It's the boyfriend demon. or the I love you demon. I call it both. It's people rationalizing their abuse. I'm allowed to treat you like shit because I'm your boyfriend. Or like they hook into your emotional energy where you just want them to love you and then treat you well, so you let them in, and then they stab you again. Or they rape you. Or they slit your throat. Or they kick you out when you need them, like trustworthy. Or they let you starve to death on a beach for whales and then have the audacity to say, I love you. That's also part of the tough love Crucio demon. We did that because we love you. Really? That's like saying to Jesus, you tortured him to death and stabbed him to death and ripped apart his body because you loved him. And then there's the on the soul level. No, that's another demon. The guru demon. Man, Ibis has got this one bad. I run this kinda a lot, but I'm trying to do it in the most least damaging way possible. You guys have a lot of work to do. And here's the guru demon popping out, but it might be accurate, so just bear with me. You have a lot of work to do. So it's okay if I damage you in the process. So I spend most of my time figuring out how to not damage you in like the most respectful and responsible way possible. That comes with the Gryffindor non-cruelty grid. That comes with like respect God's boundaries and respect your students. You can break somebody, like Gordon Ramsay and Cesar Millan and Buck. You can break people. You can stick train them, where you're not damaging them. We're not breaking their soul. Or you're not breaking their bank account. To the point where they're living in their car. The guru demon. This is akin to like some guy climbing up to the Himalayas to go study with Babaji. And going, I'm going to throw myself off of this cliff. You won't teach me. Babaji has a lot of the guru demon in him. A lot. So be mindful. I keep saying he runs dirty Indian guru magic. And I don't mean dirty Indian. I mean dirty guru. But it's coming from India. There's some good parts with Babaji. There is, believe me, but you have to dirty guru magic. But when I say dirty Indian guru magic, it's a frequency. It's a spiraling of crazy. It's a type. There are many types of dirty gurus, and the dirty Indian guru is one specific type. It's where they play tricks on you. To like show you stuff. And it just never quite gets into Tiferet or resolved. All the left-hand path people. I have not met one left-hand path teacher on the planet that isn't running dirty guru energy. Like, and then I still have like stuff I'm working through, but I'm trying. We're building this day by day. I want to say that that's the rationalization demon or the process demon. We're in the process. But that might also build a bridge. So it might not have to be a demon. We'll see. The no self-control demon. So this is where I expect Star to behave like a master in the astral planes and in the Qliphoth. Because she says, and she asks for money, she gets people to pay her based on the fact that she is a master. A master of energy, a dimensional master. Yet somehow she can't control her energy, or her astral selves. I have no self-control over my astral selves from other lifetimes. None. That's a demon. A real master would do everything to clean it up. They'd be humiliated, and then they would drop everything to figure out how to do it. I don't have control over my brain. We're in the middle of a global ascension where our planet is about to collapse. And for the last 20 years, you have been listening to that statement over and over. Your job was to develop meditation and rituals to develop self-control over your mind. Over and over and over. That was your job. And somehow you did not get the memo that you had to do it. That is your job. I'm sorry, you decided to like take a job and get paid and live a comfortable life instead of learn how to discipline your brain. Bad choice. Bad choice. You live inside of a quantum field matrix. A train, an infinity train that never ends. And you're about to get slaughtered. Because you chose the demon instead of the angel, which goes, I'm going to do everything to make sure I can get through this ascension, including rip my brain open for 3 hours a day till it's bleeding to develop some self-control and mastery over my mind and my energy field. You're going to do what it takes. 1 destroys the planet. The other destroys you. Maybe there are graceful ways. Maybe there are easier ways. Maybe I'm trying to develop easier ways for you guys to do it. But it still sucks. This is like having to rip open your body and build muscle. And that is a rip. That's a tear. You're tearing open your muscles to build new ones. To build strength and control and discipline day after day after day. The as above, so below demon. So there's a little bit of what I just gave you that's a little too much. A little too much for you to take. You need bites. So that's another, like, the too much demon. I know where you guys are at. And I'm holding the bar here. And that makes it a little bit like a demon. The problem is, at this point of the planet, the bar needs to be here for you to make it. Because that's the mathematical bar set. And you keep pretending that it's here. Because you're dumb, and you're playing dumb, and you don't love yourself. Part of me goes, I don't love myself because I keep trying to teach this Kabbalah class. You guys are all, like, gonna fail. You guys are all gonna... Jesus does not have faith in you guys. At all. There is a reason why this has not been done on this planet. Because you guys keep thinking the bar is here. And you're like, yeah, I did all the work. And the bar is here. And I'm trying to keep the bar here so you at least do this work. I'm trying to save your guys' asses by, like, telling you the bar is here. I'm trying to save you. And instead...